Okay, question number 2. Karen wants to try scaling the figure shown below by 50%. What do you think will happen to the figure? Well, we want to make it 50%, so that seems like 100% would be the same size. So 50% I think would make it smaller, probably half as small. So this is the figure we're talking about, and we want to make it 50% its original size. We're going to shrink this by a half. So A, sketch the figure shown at the right and make a copy of the figure scaled by 50% on your dot paper. All right, so let's go back to our dot paper, and we want to go 1, 2, 3, so 4. So let's see, let's get our pen, make it in red. So we're going to go down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to, on the top, we're going to go over by 2. And then we're going to go down 2. And then over 2. And then down 2. And then over 2. It's not a lot of 2's. And then down 2. And then over 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. And then we're going to connect those diagonals. All right. So on our new figure, so this is my original one. I have to deal with my sloppy handwriting here with this. So there's my original one. Now we want to make a copy that is 50% its size. So I'm going to start here again. So this was 4 going up. So now it's only going to be 2. So that's 50% of what this was, half what it was. This was 2 across, so we're going to go 1 across. And then all of these were 2, so we're going to make them all 1. So I go down 1, and then I go over 1. And then I go down 1, and then I go over 1. And then I go down 1. Make sure I got these. So that's that. There's that. There's that. And down. All right. And then I went over 4. So this time I'm going to go only over 2. And then I'm going to connect those diagonally. All right. So real quick, I'm going to label this. Let's change some colors. Go green. So this side's a 4. That's a 2. So all these were 2's. On my original figure, and that was a 2, and that was a 4. On my new figure, it's a 2, and then a 1, and 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 then a 2. All right, so this is my new figure. It is half as big as the original one. It's 50%. All right, so see where we're at. What do you notice is different? Well, it's smaller. How is your copy different than the copy that you made in 1? Well, if you remember back to question 1, our picture actually got bigger. Now in this one, our copy is getting smaller because we are less than 100%. Part C, locate at least 3 pairs of corresponding sides. There are 9 in all. Write and simplify a ratio for each corresponding sides in this copy over original. All right, well, let's see. Let's go blue. So let's see, remember our ratio is always this. It's always the copy on top, and then we have the original on the bottom. All right, so we need 3 sets of corresponding sides. All right, so I'm going to do this first. So remember, this is my copy over here. So I'm going to put this copy over this original. So it's going to be 2 over 4, which reduces down to 1/2. That sounds familiar. Let's do these tops. So I'm going to do this corresponds to this. So it's always copy over original. So it's going to be 1 over 2. So that's 1 over 2. Oh, that's a half again. Let's get wild and crazy, and we'll go down here. So here corresponds to here. We do the copy side, then the original side. So it's 1 over 2. So no matter what sides I use, even if I use these down here, we have copy over original. So 2 over 4. 2 over 4, which reduces down to 1/2. So if you remember earlier, they wanted us to do a scale factor of 50%. So I did. And then every time I did a scale factor, I did this ratio of copy over original, we always got 1/2. So I definitely think there is a relationship between this ratio of copy over original and making it 50% smaller, because 1/2 is the same as 50%. I could multiply these by 50, my fraction, which then gives me 50 over 100, which is the exact same thing as 50%. All right, did we do everything we need to do? That's that. Part D, compare the ratios from each pair of corresponding sides with the scale factor. What do you notice? How does your ratio compare to the scale factor? So back to that idea that every single one of these scale factors are equal to what they wanted us to scale it down to earlier. So when we're doing this scale factor idea, this ratio of copy over original, all right, we're showing ourselves how much bigger or smaller we are making our copy. This one was smaller because it was 50%. The first one was larger than the original one because it was more than 100%. Hopefully that helps out with 4-2.